What's up everyone, I'm CallumOnToast, and in today's video I'm going to be showing you part 2 of the Battle of Spice Single Type Cup Edition. You guys absolutely smashed the like goal on yesterday's video, which if you haven't seen yet, I highly recommend watching right after you finish watching this. But as promised, we've got 20 more outrageously spicy battles to showcase in this video. It takes a lot of effort to sort through all these submissions, choose which battles make the cut, which battles just narrowly miss out, and of course making 40 individual team graphics. So if you appreciate all the effort I go to for the Battle of Spice series, then please leave a like, and if this video reaches 600 likes, I'll be uploading the Master Premier Cup Battle of Spice video tomorrow. So with that being said, let's just get into the question of the day. What has been your favourite themed cup meta we've ever had for the Go Battle League, and why? Let me know in the comment section down below, and with that being said, let's get into the battles now. Alright, so going into the first battle, we lead Shadow Perugly into Donphan, gonna save swap into our Galarian Slowpoke. The opponent responds with a Sand Slash, and we should be able to easily tank at least one Night Slash in this matchup here. They go for the Night Slash, no boost, we're gonna go for a Surf straight away. This will do a ton of damage, so we do grab a shield from the opponent, and they will be able to outpace us to the next Night Slash, but we're gonna shield this up. We should be able to get to another Surf before they make it to Night Slash number 3, and this Surf should be grabbing the final shield from the opponent, so it all just depends. Do we want switch advantage or do we want shield advantage? We're going to take the shield advantage, let the Galarian Slowpoke go down, and come back in with our Shadow Perugly. Hopefully we can get a Shadow Claw farm down, but it is going to be very close here. They go for the Night Slash, they get the boost, which is really unfortunate. We have to throw our Aerial Ace here, otherwise they would make it to another charge move. We can't afford to go all shields down. We come in with our Shadow Hitmonlee, and we are able to make it to a Stone Edge, and this is going to do so much damage to the Survivor. Stone Edge one-shots the Survivor. They come back in with the Donphan, and I've just realised they're actually running Charm and not Counter, so this isn't the worst matchup ever. They go for a Body Slam. We make it to the Aerial Ace. It's an awful move. It's non-stab, but from Shadow Perugly, it nearly takes them out, and we get the Shadow Claw farm down, living with 1 HP and a dream, and we take that game. Into the next battle, we've got Uxie into Vaporeon, so spice all around in this battle to start things off. We're going to save swap into an Axew, and the opponent responds with a Hitmonlee, so very spicy team from the opponent as well. I wonder if they're also submitting their battle, but they go for a close combat. We get the full scratch farm down, and they come back in with a Hitmonchan here, so running double Hitmons in the back. We go for a Dragon Claw. Can we make it to another one? No, really unfortunate. We do go down there. Now we're going to wait out the switch clock. We actually come in with our Krabby here, which is a bit questionable, but I guess we are running a triple water moveset, so we can't really do much up against the Vaporeon, so I guess it does make a little bit of sense. We're now going to go for a Bubble Beam bait, and we do grab the shield from the opponent. At this point, we can let this charge move go through absolutely fine. They go for an Ice Punch. We should be swapping into our Uxie now, but we do let them farm us down, and that allows them to get to a charge move, but it doesn't really matter. They are debuffed. Ice Punch doesn't do much. Uxie is actually quite bulky, and we should be able to easily make it to a Thunder into this Vaporeon, and from this range, Thunder will be taking out the Vaporeon, and we take that game. Into the next battle, we see Zoroark into Haxorus, so 2 very glassy Pokemon. We're actually going to go for a foul play straight away. Not sure who wins CMP in this matchup, actually. I think it might even be Zoroark, but we do grab a shield, although they fully farm us down with the Dragon Tails. They have a ton of energy, so they will be able to make it to back-to-back breaking swipes before we even make it to a Body Slam, which is really unfortunate, and this will debuff our attack. I don't even know if we will get the farm down here. I think we would have, but we swap into Shadow Typhlosion. We get the Incinerate farm down, and now they come in with a Sylveon. We can make it to a Blast Burn here, easily grabbing the final shield from the opponent, and we should be able to just barely make it to a second Blast Burn in time, and this will be enough damage to take out the Sylveon. And they've got a Rapidash in the back, so they've got their own Incinerate user. We tried to go for the Focus Blast. We win the CMP tie. We needed to go for the Focus Blast, and this will be taking out the Rapidash, and we take that game. Into the next battle, we've got Excelgor into Espeon, so we've got a Bug-type fast move, Infestation. The opponent safe swaps into Hitmonchan. We respond with a Charm Gothitelle. We should be able to easily tank this. They actually go for close combat here, and that means that they lower their defense, giving us less farm with the Charm damage. So that actually kind of makes sense there from the opponent. We're now going to go for a Rock Slide, grabbing the shield, but they should be able to just barely Confusion farm us down. I think we're just going to come back in with the Excelgor here, shield once, hopefully get the farm down, and then let's see what they've got in the back. back. We do get the infestation farm down. We're going to bait with an acid spray after building to a potential focus blast. And we grab a shield from the opponent, and now we will be able to make it to the focus blast, and this is easily going to be enough damage to one-shot the Sand Slash, and we take that game. Into the next battle, we've got a Whalmer into Muck, so an okay lead, I guess, but they are probably going to run Thunder Punch, so we're going to go for a Body Slam here, throwing straight away. This might be a CMP tie, and it is the CMP tie, so this should be the Thunder Punch. We are going to choose to shield it up, and we should be able to make it to the second Body Slam on the CMP tie once again, throwing straight away, and this Body Slam is going to get the final shield from the opponent, so I think at this point we're probably just happy to let the Whalmer go down. Thunder Punch actually doesn't take us out there. They do get a couple extra poison jabs in for free. We're now going to come in with our Meltan here, XL Meltan, probably level 50, I'm not really sure, I don't know what CP it goes to, but we do let the Thunder Punch go through. They come in with a Gramble, we're running Flash Cannon, and Flash Cannon one-shots the Gramble. That was insane damage there, and they come in with a Alomomola, and we should be able to just barely make it to a Thunderbolt, and this will do a lot of damage to the Alomomola. Actually, it does tank that quite well, but I guess we are only 1200 CP. Now, speaking of 1200 CP, we're going to come in with a level 50 Eevee. We showed up a Blizzard. Oh my gosh, that would have done so much damage. We're now going to go for a Body Slam into the Alomomola, and this should put them into farm down range, and we are able to get the farm down. We come out with a Dig loaded, and this Dig will easily be enough damage to take out the Muck, and we take that game. Into the next battle, we've got a triple shiny sort of pinky red sort of team. We're going to lead with a Magmar. The opponent swaps into a Raichu. We are going to overfarm in this matchup, allowing them to get off a charge move, and it is just a Brick Break, unfortunately. We're going to go for a Flamethrower. We throw on alignment, giving them a full Volt Switch in for free, but the opponent lets the Flamethrower go through, thinking maybe it was a Fire Punch or something like that, but we now go for another Flamethrower, one-shotting the Gramble nearly as well. Very odd decisions here, but we're now going to come in with either Pokemon. We come in with the Gumshoes here. I actually don't have this shiny, and I think it looks, it looks a bit better than the regular one, but they one-shot us with a close combat, and now we can just come in with our Lopunny, go for a double kick farm down, and take that game. Into the next game, we've got a shiny Esper in the lead here. It's only like 1200 CP. I have no idea if this is fully maxed out or not. I've never seen an Esper in the Go Battle League, but we do call the bait there. We get a full Confusion farm down, and the opponent is going to be coming in with an Umbreon, so we're going to go for an Energy Ball here. We might grab a shield. The opponent might not know what moves we've got, and we do actually grab a shield there, which is huge for us. We're going to go for another Energy Ball, although this is not going to do a lot of damage, and it looks like the opponent's committing to a full fast move farm down, which is actually really bad for us. A loaded Umbreon is quite scary when we don't have any Pokemon that do resist the Dark type damage. They go for a Psychic here actually, and they come in with Cofagrigus, so this is actually not that bad of a matchup as we are a normal type. Gonna shield this up though, as it is a Shadow Ball. Okay, we didn't need to shield that up, but the opponent should not be going for Shadow Ball into a normal type. We go for the Wild Charge, that does a lot of damage. We then get the Snipe with a shiny Lycanroc, and the opponent's gonna come back in with the Umbreon. They go for another Psychic, so I think this might be a single moved Umbreon, not 100% sure. We're going to go for a Drill Run here, and this will be grabbing the final shield from the opponent. It looks like they're lagging as well. They might have been lagging, I'm not 100% sure, but we go for another Drill Run. This will easily put them into range, where we should just be able to fully charm, farm them down. The opponent's finally going to throw their energy. A Dark Pulse does take us out, so they actually were running Dark Pulse. They are double moved, but they just chose to go for Psychic. We're now going to shield up the Psychic again, and we get the charm farm down, and we take that game. Into the next battle, we got a Shadow Mewtwo into a Fracture, so once again another spicy team all round, and we're going to go for a shield here. They go for the Dragon Claw, the confusion damage registers, it one-shots them, and they come in with a Raichu, so we're going to go straight for that Side Strike. Side Strike grabs the shield, but they do get a Volt Switch farm down, and now this is actually quite scary. We're going to go for the Absol here, and we're going to shield this up. Hopefully it is just a Thunder Punch, and it is the Thunder Punch, although honestly it might do more damage than a super effective Brick Break, just because of how bad the Brick Break is, but that Thunder Punch nearly takes us out. I do like that we go for one extra Psycho Cut before throwing the Dark Pulse, knowing we would get there in time. We come in with Deoxys, we barely get the farm down, we have a Psycho Boost loaded, they come in with Sylveon and Psycho Boost. Doesn't quite take them out, but they didn't get a fast move through there and were able to poison jab, farm them down and take that game. Into the next game, we've got Gorbis into Muck here, and we are running Confusion, so we are hitting for quite a lot of damage. This could be a Thunder Punch, could be an Acid Spray. It is the Acid Spray, which we do correctly call there, and we live it, and now we can go for a Water Pulse. Water Pulse grabs a shield from the opponent, so we save swap into our Bouffalon. We are going to probably let this move go through. It is just another Acid Spray, but hopefully we get the Mudshot farm down. I don't think we will get in there in time, so we do end up throwing a Stomp. Stomp takes out the Muck, and the opponent comes in with a Confusion Gothitelle. We're going to go straight for an Earthquake here. It's non-stab, but Earthquake still does big damage to the Gothitelle as they do fully Confusion farm us down. We're now waiting out the switch clock before coming in with our Kangaskhan, which is running Mud Slap, and we should be able to shield this up, go for a full Mud Slap farm down, and we're about to find out what the opponent has in the back. They've got a Cofagrigus, and this is a really comfortable matchup, especially with such a massive energy advantage. We go for a Crunch, we even get the defense drop, and we should be able to... Okay, we randomly swap out there, trying to catch a move. That was definitely unnecessary, but that's fine. We can live any charge move here. We do shield it up, but it doesn't really matter. They get to another charge move, but Dark Pulse is just not going to be enough damage to take us out, whereas on the other hand, a Crunch with the defense drop will easily be enough damage to take out the Cofagrigus, and we take that game. So into the next battle, we've got the Simi trio here, and I actually don't know which one's which, and it's, especially since it's in a foreign language, I'm just going to call it the Fire Monkey. So we're leading with the Fire Monkey into the Vigoroth that swaps in, and now we come in with the Grass Monkey. Going to shield this up, and this is going to be a Body Slam probably, not 100% sure, but it looked like a Body Slam. We're now going to go for the back-to-back crunches, and this first crunch is going to be grabbing a shield, and we do get the defense drop as well. We are going to shield up, use our final shield in this matchup here, and we will be able to overfarm, throwing just as they're making it to the next Body Slam, and this crunch will be taking out the Vigoroth as they do decide to let it go down. They come in with a Hypno, and we do have a Crunch loaded to throw here. This might grab the final shield. It does grab the final shield. No defense drop this time around, but that's fine. We're going to come in with the Water Monkey, and I think we might have to try and make a catch, but actually the opponent tries to make a catch. We come in with the Fire Monkey. Going to go for a Flamethrower, maybe? I think that was a Flamethrower, and it gets the farm down up against the Registeel, and we come out with a Crunch loaded to throw into the Hypno. That does big damage, and I think we had a charge move loaded on the Water Monkey. We do. We go for a Surf, and this Surf will be enough damage to take out the Hypno, and we take that game. Sorry about the fact that I had literally no clue which names those monkeys are called, but whatever. Into the next battle, we're going to go for a Heavy Slam into, Iron Head into this Hypno. God, my commentary is all over the place at the moment, but we're at least back to an English language battle here as we go for a full Shadow Claw farm down, just barely getting the farm down. The opponent comes in with Vigoroth. We go for an Iron Head, and the opponent calls that it wasn't a blind close combat there, which is unfortunate. We also come in with our Galarian Darmanitan for some reason. I don't know why we're doing this. They go for a Body Slam. I think we should come in with the Mewtwo, but what do I know? We're going to go for an Overheat. Maybe this will be one-shotting the opponent, but no, they do use their shield. We swap into our Shadow Mewtwo, and we make it to a Side Strike before they throw any of their energy, and Side Strike does actually just take out the Clefable. Not sure why they didn't shield there. That was a very strange game. But into the next battle, we lead with a Weezing into Arcanine, and we save swap into Seadra. Now they could be running Wild Charge. Gonna shield it up. It is the Wild Charge. That would have definitely taken us out, but that now allows us to fully Dragon Breath farm them down. And the opponent's going to come in with a Serperior. We have an Aurora Beam to throw, and this Aurora Beam is super effective. It doesn't do that much damage, but we barely make it to a second Aurora Beam, and this will definitely grab a shield from the Serperior, and we get them extremely low with just the Dragon Breath damage alone. And now we come in with a Lurantis here. I like this play. Gonna go for that superpower and then swap into our Weezing, and it does connect. It does a decent amount of damage, and it puts them into range where we should be able to take them out with a Sludge Bomb. The opponent's running Psyshock there, and they do go for it, which is a bit bad for us. I think they might be able to Fire Spin, farm us down, but it's going to be incredibly close here, but we barely get there in time, making it to Sludge Bomb number 2. Sludge Bomb takes out the Ninetales. They come in with the Serperior, and they do just concede the match there. Into the next battle, we've got Furret into Mew, so this is a pretty decent matchup, although we have to full send the Hyper Beam if we want to take out the Mew. The opponent's going to go for their charge move straight away. They full send the Wild Charge, but they debuff their defense, and now we're actually going to bait, thinking since they've got a debuff defense, they might shield, but they actually choose not to shield there, so quite a smart play from the opponent. Either they know the Furret moves there, or they were happy to let the Mew go down, but here we're going to go for another Brick Break here, and this will now be enough damage to take out the Mew. And let's see, they come in with a Surf Edge. We're gonna full send the Hyper Beam. We kind of need this to land here. Hyper Beam grabs the shield, and that's actually quite bad for us. We're gonna come in with a Porygon to let the first move go through here. It is a Night Slash, and they don't get the boost, which is massive because a boost is pretty much game over. We go for the Tri Attack, grabbing a shield from the opponent, and we get the debuff as well. The opponent also overfarms, allowing us to get to another Tri-Attack, taking out the Surfetched, and they come in with a Clefable. All we need to do is go for the Blizzard here, and even though it's non-stab, Blizzard takes out the Clefable, and we take that game. Alright, so going into the next battle, we leave Behemoth into Politoed, so I have no idea how this matchup goes. We are going to see the opponent throw a Weather Ball straight away, throwing on alignment, giving us a full Confusion in for free, and that will allow us to go for 2 more Confusions, go for a Rock Slide on the CMP tie, winning CMP, and we do grab a shield from the opponent. We're going to choose to shield in this matchup, and we are going to shield the Weather Ball here. We're not going to make it to the next Rock Slide, so we swap, we catch the charge move onto our Farlings here, as it is just another Weather Ball. The opponent's going to respond with a Swalot, which is quite unfortunate as they do fully wall us here. We go for a Mega Horn. It is resisted, but so is the Fighting type charge move as well. Mega Horn honestly does not do an awful lot of damage. Swalot is quite a bulky Pokemon. The Sludge Bomb takes out the Phalanx, and we are going to come in with our Bufalon, I believe. And we do come in with the Bufalon here, and these Mud Shots are super effective. I think we shield this up, and then we go for the back-to-back Stomps here. So we are going to overfarm in this matchup, going for 4 Mud Shots, very good timing. This Stomp will be enough damage to take out the Swalot, and they come in with Meganium, so this is not the greatest matchup. We can't full send the Earthquake as it is resisted, so we have to settle for the Stomps, but we swap into our Behemoth. We go for a Rock Slide, and I believe this is a CMP tie with the Meganium, which is absolutely perfect here, as we force them to use all of their energy to take us out. We now come back in with the Bufalon here, go for 5 Mud Shots, go for the Stomp, and this will be not quite enough damage to take them out, but we win the CMP tie with the second Stomp, and this Stomp will be taking out the Meganium. They come back in with the Politoed. We make it to a final Stomp to take out this Politoed, and that will be us winning that game. Into the next battle, we see a Rampardos, shiny Rampardos into Registeel, awful lead, so we're going to save swap into Quilava, and the opponent's going to stay in this matchup, go for a charge move straight away. It's just a Flash Cannon, so I think we probably were counting there, recognizing it wasn't a Focus Blast, so we did let it go through. The opponent comes in with Clefable, we're going to go for a Flame Charge, and we barely make it to a second Flame Charge. This should be grabbing the final shield from the opponent. Quilava putting in so much work as we come in with a Charm Raichu. We're going to shield this up. It's probably just a Meteor Mash. It is, but with the charm damage, that probably does take us out. But now we come out with enough health to make it to a charge move into the Registeel coming back in. Going to go for the Brick Break here. And Brick Break does some decent damage, but not the best charge move ever. They come in with Haxorus. They get the farm down, but they are incredibly low. Now we have to let this move go through. Breaking Swipe looks like a nuke charge move into Rampardos, but we do hang on. We will shield this up, and the opponent is going to go for the Flash Cannon there, but we make it to the Rock Slide in time, and even with the debuff, Rock Slide will be enough damage to take out the Registeel, and we take that game. Into the next game, we've got a level 50 Bonsly leading into Umbreon. Actually, this might not be fully maxed out, I'm not 100% sure, but we are going to let this first charge move go through. They do go for the Foul Play. We're going to full send the Earthquake here. We do have a Rock type charge move, but I believe Earthquake is more energy efficient than the Rock Tomb, although Rock Tomb would debuff their attack. They go for a Foul Play, we let it go through. Can we get the counter farm down? We're not quite able to get it in time, so we will shield this up, but we should be coming out with a Rock Tomb loaded to throw into whatever comes in. The opponent's going to come in with a Lurantis, so we go for that Rock Tomb. This will debuff their attack, and we've got two really strong responses to Lurantis, so we swap into our Swallow straight away. Going to go for an Acid Spray here. I'm not too sure about this. I don't expect the shield, and the opponent doesn't use their shield. They're now going to go for a Charge Move of their own. We're going to let this go through. It is a Dark Pulse. It doesn't do that much damage. Swallow is very bulky. We're now going to go for the Ice Beam. They are debuffed, and Ice Beam takes out the Muck there. They come back in with Lurantis, going for the Charge Move straight away. That's fine with us. We can let it go down. We can come in with our shiny Kricketune, and we will easily be able to fully Fury Cutter, farm them down here from this range. We even go for an unnecessary sack swap there. The opponent wasn't throwing their energy, and we take that game. So into the next battle, we got polar opposites in the lead with Attack Form Deoxys, the Glacier Psychic type Pokemon, and the Wobbuffet, which is the bulkiest. We're now going to swap into Mew to catch the charge move. The opponent goes for a Mirror Coat there. I'm not sure why. And I've also just realized that this is only an 899 CP purified Wobbuffet, so not nearly maxed out, but honestly, it's still incredibly bulky, even at such a low CP. They go for the return. That doesn't do much damage. We're going to overfarm with our Snarl Mew here. Go for a Flame Charge, and Flame Charge will be enough damage to take out the Wobbuffet. And let's see, the opponent's going to come in with a Machamp running Bullet Punch. Okay, I think... yeah, I'm not too sure about the movesets on this opponent's team, but we are going to see the opponent not go for a full farm down here. We're actually going to shield this up as we now have enough energy to go for the Flame Charge, and this will probably grab the final shield from the opponent. It does grab the final shield, but they do farm us down. We come in with Deoxys, going to go for the Psycho Boost, and this will easily be able to one-shot the Machamp, and they come in with Registeel. We're going to go for another Psycho Boost. This is not going to do too much damage now. We've debuffed ourselves, but we're now going to come in with the Alakazam here, go for a Fire Punch. We actually choose to let this move go through. What? Why? They go for a Focus Blast, and we're going to commit to the full counter farm down, flexing on that opponent there, and we take that game. Into the next battle, we see Absol into Registeel, so luckily not very much fast move pressure from this Registeel, and we're going to go for a Dark Pulse straight away. And Dark Pulse does do over 50% of the Registeel's health. We try to make a catch there, but not able to do so. The opponent goes for a Zap Cannon before swapping into a Shadow Politoed here. And we're going to come in with a Garbodor. We are running Seed Bomb. Seed Bomb is going to be super effective damage, but it does grab a shield from the opponent. We are going to no shield this. It is the Earthquake. It one-shots us, which is really unfortunate. But we're now going to come in with our Swalot here, and we should... well, I think this is just going to be a Weather Ball from this range here. It is just a Weather Ball, so we do choose to let that go through. We're now going to go for a Sludge Bomb, and this will do some nice damage to the Politoed, or grab the final shield, which it does. And the opponent's going to overfarm here, throwing just before we make it to the next charge move. We shield it up. It's just a Weather Ball. But we can now go for the Sludge Bomb, and from this range, Sludge Bomb doesn't quite take them out here. They get to another charge move, and this Weather Ball probably still won't take us out, but they full send the Earthquake, and that should allow us to farm them down, but they don't let us get that farm down. So we're going to go for a Dark Pulse into Registeel, taking them out. They come in with a Shadow Hypno, and we can overfarm, going for the Mega Horn here. I don't know which does more damage, but Mega Horn one-shots the Hypno, and we are able to fully Psycho Cut, farm down the Shadow Politoed, and take that game. Into the next game, we see Braixen into a Lurantis, so a pretty decent matchup here in the lead. We do resist everything, at least from the charge moves. These Fury Cutters are neutral. Actually, no, this is just a pure fire type. Of course it is. This is the single type cup. What am I talking about? We go for a Flame Charge there. We swap into a Shadow Whalmer, and we are going to let the first Body Slam go through. That does quite a lot of damage, but we're now going to commit one shield and go for a full Water Gun farm down up against this Vigoroth, and we will come out with a ton of loaded energy to throw into the Lurantis that comes back in. We go for the Body Slam, grabbing the shield from the opponent, and we make it to another Body Slam in time. Are they going to double shield the Lurantis here? They do choose to double shield it, but they're going to get a massive farm down, so we swap into our Braixen here, and the opponent throws their energy, which is huge for us, as they could have easily mudshot farm us all the way down. And now we come in with our Scratch Axu. Once again, we've seen it a few times across the two videos here. Gonna shield up. It is just a Weather Ball, so I'm not sure about that shield usage, but we will make it to the Dragon Claw in time, and this Dragon Claw from this range doesn't quite take out the Politoed, which is really unfortunate. And now we will see the Weather Ball landing. It doesn't do much damage. They come in with the Lurantis. They go for a Charge Move straight away, but it's just a Leaf Blade. And now we swap, and somehow we catch the Leaf Blade. I don't know how we kept track of the energy there, but catching it onto the 1 HP Welmer, and we get the Scratch farm down to take that game. And into the final battle of this video, we see Porygon 2 into a Shadow Granbull. We're going to go for the Tri-Attack here, hopefully getting the debuff up against this Granbull. But no debuff, unfortunately, but we do just barely make it to Tri-Attack number 2. This should be grabbing the final shield from the opponent, and we do finally get the debuff. Now we can come in with our Shadow Magmar. The opponent's going to go for a close combat, debuffing their defense, and they swap into their Cofagrigus. We're now going to come in with our Liepard. We can resist everything here, although it's still going to do a ton of damage, as Shadow Liepard is a very glassy Pokemon. We still don't quite make it to the Charge Move in time, so we are going to shield this up, go for the full Charm farm down, and probably go for a payback into whatever comes in next. So let's see, the opponent comes back in with the Granbull. We're going for that payback straight away, and even resisted, it takes out the Granbull, and they've got another Charmer in the back. Actually, no, this is a Fairy Wind Clefable, and they're probably running Meteor Mash and the Moonblast, so hopefully we will resist this Charge Move coming from the Clefable, and it is the Moonblast. We barely hang on there. We make it to the Fire Punch in time, and Fire Punch will be enough damage to take out the Clefable, and we take that game. So that's going to be it for today's video. Some insanely spicy battles once again. If you did enjoy the video, make sure you leave a like, leave a comment letting me know, and as well, don't forget to respond to the question of the day if you haven't done so already. And if you want to see more content like this in the future, make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on post notifications. That way you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. And with that being said, thank you all so much for watching today's video, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.